Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Neighbor Nation! We will see you on Saturday afternoon! Riley Meister gets the point!
Back into left field! Say goodnight to that baseball!
This is another one! It's back to back Jacks for KSU Tuscarawas! Needs a point, and it's alive! Hanson pushes it over! Unbelievable! We play on! It's blocked! We're tied! We're tied! Unbelievable!
The heat has returned to Northeast Ohio as we enter the middle part of July. Live from Fisher Field in Berea, this is All-Star Showcase Baseball on the SmeeSports YouTube channel in partnership with the 965 Midwest Tournament Challenge. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you today. 2 games in total as we see Premier Gambitta take on the Mentor Cardinals, and later on today, the Ohio Wildcats. Definitely going to be a warm-up today. I believe the top of the heat is supposed to be at around 85 degrees. But keep in mind, this is a full turf diamond. The turf adds at least 10 degrees to the heat. So as things sit, we feel right in front of us at around 89 to 90. And that is only going to get worse as today goes on. I know last week with the tournaments in the 965, there was a shortened time limit. To my knowledge, that is not the case today. We are playing 2-hour games, of course, barring a run rule, a 12-run lead after 3, 10 after 4, or 8 after 5. Premier in game number 1 will be the home team, and it'll be Ryan Tagaster on the mound getting things going. Wearing number 17, the now graduate of CVCA, 5'8", 160, topping out at around 80 on the mound, was a key piece of the Royals roster as they had another good playoff run, making it to the Final Four in Division III. Of course, two local teams did end up making it that far, them along with the Padua Franciscan Bruins, both teams bowing out as it was a Waterson versus Baden championship in Division III. As for the Mentor Cardinals, leading it off, it'll be Schultz, Fellows, and Moses. Mentor batting 13 in this game, Premier batting 12. I'll tell you what, when I was given Premier's roster and they said 12 guys were hitting, the joke was this is 12U. It might be. 25 combined hitters today in the starting lineup as there is strike one at 10:48. We've seen some teams bat everybody that they have, but 13 and 12, it doesn't happen all that often. Typically, it's one team that bats maybe 12, the other team bats 10. In this case, both guys more than 10. I understand it to an extent. We'll see if that does hurt either team at some point today. The 0-2, take it for strike three looking. Well, Ryan Tagaster will take it so far. One at bat, and one strikeout to begin on 3 pitches. 2 foul balls, and then the knockout punch. A good start for Tagaster, as that'll turn things to Alex Fellows, the pitcher. Premier looking to go quick this inning as there is strike one. 4 pitches, 4 strikes so far from the former Royal. There'll be Kostelnik behind the plate doing the catching for Premier. The Tri-C commit was inactive in game number 1 on Sunday, as Premier ended up making a full championship run as the 6th seed, knocking down Team Ohio Pro Select as well in the process to beat the Mavericks here at BW in the championship game. And with it now up to 17-7 on the year, it's what you expect from this group. Not the same Premier Gambetta squad as last time out. Of course, a lot of those pieces leaving the program or going to other Premier teams. But this group here is quite impressive. They brought in some new pieces this year, and they have been competing quite well. This is a 6-team tournament. When it's all said and done, we'll have 2 teams in the bracket championship on Sunday. And I wouldn't be surprised to see this Gambetta team make it as Fellows puts this one into left field for a 1-out single. Just snuck it down the line past Batley at third. And that'll give Cam Moses a chance to move him along. That's one of those swings that you'll need to get a lot today to beat this Premier Gambetta squad. Very similar to what Shaker did to take down Lakewood. A lot of line drives and a lot of ground balls that just snuck over the bag at third. If you can play the edges well, you definitely have a chance in a deep ballpark as Tagaster tries taking Fellows off the bases. Not a bad throwback, but not quick enough in the end. But for Cam Moses wearing number 18, the rising junior has some work to do as he swings and misses. This Mentor Cardinal program, one of the few high school, I'm trying to think the best way to say it. Same high school mascot, same high school name all together in the area. Typically a travel organization in the same city as that high school won't have the same mascot, same everything. But they'll join the ranks of the North Royalton Bears and the Highland Hornets in that regard. Outside of those 3, really hard to come by. The 1-1 fouled back. Of course, you'll have some that are close, like the Stark Raiders, a clear play on Mount Union. Brunswick Blue Sox, they play on the Blue Devils. But in the end, never the statement. Even back in the day, the Strongsville Stallions taking a little bit of suggestion from the Strongsville Mustangs. The 1-2, Moses fouls it back. You'll see most of these guys do play for Mentor High School. One exception is in the on-deck circle. But otherwise, it's a full Mentor roster. Count 1 and 2, Tagaster looking for out number 2, and with it, his second strikeout. He'll have to wait. In the bottom of the inning for Premier, it'll be Tome, Walker, and Escano 1 through 3 due up. We saw the top of the order do plenty of good against Press on Sunday. The fight continues, though, for Moses again, fouling that one back. And some good encouragement off to our left from his teammates in the third base dugouts. This group is going to have to be energized going forward from here against one of the best teams in Northeast Ohio. Again, throwback from Tagaster a little bit late. As we mentioned on Sunday, the injury bug has really hit this Premier Gambitta squad. But today, pretty much full strength as much as they can be right now. This 2-2 Moses lofts into right center field, and it's going to be caught on the run in center by Walker for out number 2. A nice job tracking it down. Good communication between Walker and Wisniewski in the right center field gap. I think start to finish, that was always going to be Walker's baseball, closer towards him in center. But we've seen it time and time again with Holy Name. Wisniewski does have good speed out and right. That time around, let it be. And now that'll bring up Hosguy, the shortstop. Once again, Tagister will throw back to first. As mentioned, Hosguy, one of the lone exceptions of somebody who does not play for Mentor, playing a little bit further out on the east side for Gilmore. You look at last year's 15U squad that we covered, a lot of those kids moving on to OSF. But a couple pieces have been called up to this team, kind of a good middle ground, as that group last year would now be 16U. I believe it goes 15-17 in the organization. I could be mistaken. But this is one of the few 17U teams in this 18U bracket trying to compete up. Back pick down from Kostilnik behind the plate. It's not in time. But a really good look. Nearly had him as the runner just way too far off the bag. One of the few times that we're actually going to see the pitcher run for himself, as this one is skied up over towards second base. It'll be Cancilla's ball, and he will make the grab to end the inning. A one-out single, the only damage done by Mentor, as they will strand that runner on at first. When we return to BW, it'll be Tom Walker and Ascana 1 through 3 due up for Premier. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Aiden Tome leads off for Premier in the home half of the first inning. No score, as you are watching All-Star Showcase Baseball on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Again, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you today, live from Fisher Field here in Berea. Definitely a sunny day, as mentioned in the intro. The turf is going to add a few degrees onto this already warm temperature with the sun blaring down. And we'll see how both sides manage it today. As you look at this tournament, only 6 teams in this bracket. Top 2 make it to Championship Sunday. Every game is going to matter a little bit more. It's not like a basic tournament where if you lose the first game, you win the next 3. Odds are you're in. 3-1. It won't be enough for the 1 seed. I will say probably we're going to see somebody, at least one team, finish 4-0. Now, will we see 2? Remains yet to be seen, but I wouldn't be surprised to see that happen either. 2-0, misses wide for ball 3. It's Tome, Walker, and Escano this inning for Premier as they look to get a good lead early. Alex Fellows trying to find it on the mound as he gets his first strike of the day. But for the Mentor Cardinals, they have proven time and time again to be a scrappy team and a tough out. Just like here, we're full. Tome this past season, a .190 average for the North Royalton Bears with 9 RBIs, 1 double and 1 triple in 20 games. Payoff pitch, he'll hold and take ball 4. Fellows hung in there deep into the at-bat, but in the end, it's a leadoff walk for Tome, and that'll bring up Brian Walker. The now graduate of Medina heading off to Mount Union after the summer. A few Mount Union commits on this roster. We've seen quite a few Mount guys, whether they be commits or current players, do quite well this summer. You go back to Monday, Aaron Tucker, the first baseman, splitting time with Luke Perkins. A home run in the 7th inning of both ends of the doubleheader here in the WRCL. Both shot to the same exact spot, right field. First pitch to Walker, high for ball 1. I'm sure Walker would not mind at all joining his rank and doing the same exact thing here. Of course, there was a little bit of extra wind behind it on Monday. Not the case right now. That time he'll swing it foul, and it's over the backstop. But this is a team, a lot of talent top to bottom. They have full strength today. They do have a few POs for later on in this tournament. If they can get Tagister some help here and potentially make it where he goes the distance, they'll have that many more options heading forward from here. You'll have to play 5 games in this tournament. You do have Russell Macetta currently at home. That's one of your options that you could bring on. And of course, later on, it could be a Championship Sunday guy. But you have Antonio Escano, one of the best pitchers in Northeast Ohio and an All-Ohio snub. 2-1 wide for ball 3. Beyond that, I believe they called up Chase Dennison last week, so you could always bring him back into the mix. It just depends on necessity, but we're getting well ahead of ourselves as we are only in the first inning of game number 1. Runner goes here. Good drive from Walker, but foul into left field. Count now full. So back-to-back at-bats, we go full. Antonio Escano looking to drive in one when he steps in next. A chance to be set up with 2 on, none down. Fellows, his payoff pitch is fouled away. And there is the bell behind us signaling 11 a.m. I believe this is the only venue that is close enough to a chapel or at least a bell tower to give us that ring at the top of each hour. Don't think we hear it anywhere else. Again, payoff pitch, and again, Walker fouls it away. Good fight here, hanging in it. On a hot day like this, the pitch count is going to be a huge thing to look at for both guys. If somebody typically throws 80 in this kind of heat, maybe you have them only go 75. It might be a marginal difference, but these are the at-bats that it might not seem like it at first, but later on in the game, we'll take a pitcher out. Especially if you don't get the out here. That's 2 at-bats that ran full that you didn't do anything with. Again, payoff pitch, swing and a miss. And there is out number 1, a good strikeout for Fellows. But a productive out for Walker, as in the meantime, Tome takes second. So with 1 away, Antonio Escano will take his first hacks of the day, playing in an EH capacity in game number 1 today for Premier. This past season did hit .375 for North Royalton. But, of course, we talked about it quite a bit on Sunday. The .61 ERA was his calling card. It doesn't get much better than that. Of course, you don't want him to allow any runs, but in a total of 46 innings, allowed 4 earned runs. It was impressive. This time, though, he'll wear it. So 2 on, 1 down for Ethan Gibson. He got the scoring going on Sunday against Press On. He'll look to do it again right here. Wearing number 21, the graduate of Hagen, heading to Lycoming College. 2 home runs with a .306 average this past season for the Hawks. A good season seeing them bow out to St. Vincent St. Mary. That being in the district championship game. Of course, then things did not go well for St. V's in their next game, losing 10-0 to Hoban before Hoban lost to CVCA. Division III was really competitive this year, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it be just as competitive in 2027. Gibson, line drive, caught at third. 2 down. A nice snag by Rajic over at third. A pivotal out as if that ball got through. That definitely brings in 1. But with 2 away, Hrabic will try to keep the inning going. That is a huge catch over at third. But Premier is not done yet this inning. Fellows, a lot of pitches being fouled away, but it'll still help out his case. 0-1 the count. For the Cardinals in the second, it'll be Markham King and Rajic coming up. 5 through 7. Again, Mentor batting 13 in this game. The 0-1 taken for a ball. Hrabic, the now graduate, came out of St. Ignatius High School, heading off to Case in the fall. Case, a lot of good things building for them in Cleveland. The 1-1 foul just over the dugouts. Count now 1-2. Sunny morning and a hot morning for baseball in Berea. Mentor looking to keep it scoreless through 1 against Premier Ohio Gambitta. Count 1-2 on Hrabic. Hrabic shoots this one into right field. Easily caught to end the inning. 2 on, 1 down. The extent of the threat for Premier, as no damage is done after some good defense from the Cards. Through 1 in Berea. We're scoreless here on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Brady Markham leads off for Mentor in the top of the second inning. Scoreless through 1 as you are watching All-Star Showcase Baseball on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Definitely a warm one. We'll see again, as we've been mentioning, how that does impact the play today. But so far, a couple of really good defensive plays, especially from Rajic over at third, as we'll see him in the batter's box this inning. Markham fly ball sent to right field towards Ryan Wisniewski. who is easily underneath it for out number 1. The second inning begins the same exact way the first ends. With 1 down, now it'll turn to Cam King, one of the many EHs on this roster. Most times you can just say EH is a position. In this case, take your pick. A good 25% probably of the lineup is an EH, probably just under. It just goes to show how interesting it is to have so many guys in the lineup. But I don't hate it. This isn't high school ball where you bat 9, have a DH for your pitcher. If not, your pitcher hits for himself. Here, if you show up, odds are you are going to be in the lineup unless you are a PO. That definitely does make things a lot better, especially if a couple of guys struggle at the top. You have a whole rotation to come in, and somebody typically does have an answer. The 1-1 misses inside for ball 2. Up next after this at around 1 p.m., it'll be Premier taking on the Ohio Wildcats. That'll be game number 2 of 4 today at BW. And that'll be the extent of our coverage. Games 3 and 4 we will not be here for. The 2-1 fouled back. As well, currently going on right now at Tulty. It is the RBI Guardians and the Ohio Reds. Another matchup in this 18U division, which we'll get a quick score update from as Tagister's pitch will just miss for ball 3. But the check on what's happening over by the zoo. It'll take a second. Payoff pitch coming. It's high for ball 4. Or actually, that'll be... Yep, there it is. Okay, it took a second. Had the count correct. Some guys, they do take a second before actually making their way down the line. But it's going to be a 1-out walk for King, and now Rajic will step in. We'll see what's happening currently in that matchup. Close game, 2-1. Currently in favor of the Ohio Reds. That would be an upset if it does stand. Of course, that team coached by Corey Douglas, one of the best in this division, 18-13 on the season. I think heading in, your favorites would have been Premier Gambitta and the RBI Guardians making it to Sunday. But it's anybody's tournament, especially where if you lose one game, odds are you're going to have to fight and hope your run differential is good enough to get you into the championship. That is something else to keep in mind. If you lose your first game, win the next 3, but you lose that first game 10-0, that run differential is going to hurt you and could potentially be the reason why you have off on Sunday. Tagister's 1-1, flown foul. A lot of good swings today from both teams. I will give them a lot of credit. But thus far, it's only the one hit from Fellows, which was a perfect swing down the third base line. Now Tagister's 1-2, line drive into center field and down. It'll be a 1-out single from Ratchet, continuing his great day. One nice catch and one nice line drive, hopping right in front of Walker in center. If the game was on the line, if he had to dive to save his team, could he have gotten there? Probably. At this point of the game, if you miss it, you're giving up extra bases. You don't dive. That was the right call, letting it one hop in. But you could tell if he had a little bit better of a jump, maybe there's a play on it. But overall, I don't hate what Walker did as this ball is sent into left field, but easily caught for out number 2. Nice catch and a quick relay from Tome. So 2-away now in the top of the second inning as Anthony Fellows, the left fielder, will step in. Batting in the 9th spot. But once again, we still have 10, 11, 12, 13 before we go back to the top. The more we say it, the more it seems unrealistic. Back pick down to first base. Did he get him? Just a little late from Kostelnik. I thought he had him for a second. It was definitely a good throw. I think the runner getting back was simultaneous, and that was, in the end, not enough to get it done. Now runner goes as the pitch is fouled back. But a really good throw from Kostelnik. Had the right idea most times. You go for that lead runner. In this case, 2 down. You try to back pick to third, or rather back pick to first. And if it would have worked out, it would have been a job well done. But more work to be done here for this Premier defense. Again, fouled back. A good battle from Fellows. The Cardinals looking for an early lead against Premier Gambitta. Tagister 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Pause before the 1-2. It's strike three looking, and Tagister gets the job done. Second strikeout of the day, both looking for Tagister. That'll take us to the home half of the second, scoreless, as Hinkle leads it off for Premier in the 6th spot.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
If the sun can stay like this for a little bit, we will be okay. It is tucked away for at least a few seconds here. It's going to come back out. We know it's going to come back out, but right now a little break in the action from the sun as we begin the home half of the second inning. It's hot. It's a lot hotter than I thought it was going to be today, and I'm sure these players did as well. But scoreless so far in a fun summer matchup. You have to keep in mind, the heat, yes, it matters. But what also matters is 2 weeks from now, travel baseball is done. And for some of these guys, their playing careers are going to be done. They'll come out here in 100-degree weather if it means they get to play baseball one more time. It's always that interesting part of the year where the 18U group, some guys go off to college, other guys just transition to coaching or say goodbye to baseball altogether. Right now, July 9th, so July 26th is typically going to be the end, as that is the last Sunday in July. But weather-wise, you'll take it. It's good enough. It's not raining. Good enough for baseball by our standards, as the 1-1 misses wide for ball 2 to Hinkle. We'll go Nick Hinkle, Austin Bringman, and Garrett Nemec 6 through 8 this inning for Premier. The 2-1 from Fellows. Hinkle fouls it back. Hinkle wearing number 32, the now graduate of Normandy High School. Part of an Invader team that wasn't bad this year. They're starting to figure things out and put the pieces back together. 2-2 again. Hinkle fouls it back. Of course, they did have a slight boost. Them and Valley Forge, to be fair, when Parma closed after the 2022-23 school year, you got basically a Division II school's worth of talent in to both schools. 2-2. Hinkle fouls it away. Some programs have been helped out by it. Others have struggled. Valley Forge, right after it happened, they were able to make it to a pretty favorable playoff game. Ended up losing to North Ridgeville in the 6-11 matchup. But still, that was relatively unheard of for them before the merger. Again, the 2-2. Hinkle, good fly ball into right field. But directly to Van Huss for out number 1. Just like last inning, it's a fly out to right, beginning the frame. We've seen a fly out there in the last 3 half innings. Top of the first, it did not happen. Definitely an interesting one. I would say all of them still the same exact swing. Just a good swing to the right spot, and in the end, not enough to really do anything crazy, as there is strike 1. So Austin Brigham, the EH, steps in for the first time in the 7th spot, looking to help out his team. The 0-1 will miss low. Once again, this is going to be game number 1 of 2 for us today here at BW. As we'll see Premier Gambitta once again in a little bit after this game is over. Count 1 and 2 on Brinkman as he takes that one for a strike. Standing at 6'3", 180, exit velo of around 90. Just finished up his senior campaign for the Strongsville Mustangs. The 1-2 misses high and wide. I will say a good mixture, though, of players who are still playing at the next level and guys who are just playing for fun right now. I would say that is the best combination for an 18U team. But I will say, the guys that aren't going on to the next level, a lot of them still easily could have. A lot of talent. Of course, you wouldn't expect anything less from this Premier team. But some guys just don't want to continue playing. Swing and a miss on the 3-2. It's 2 up, 2 down. First strikeout today for Alex Fellows. And that'll bring in the DH, Garrett Nemec. Again, with a few EHs, he does get the distinct honor of being the designated hitter for the pitcher. This past season for Holy Name did hit 8 RBIs with 4 doubles. And it's a good take for ball 1. His role was pretty much in the clutch, come in, drive the ball into the outfield, and bring in some runs. And to his credit, that was really a job well done on his part. The 1-0 is to the backstop. If Nemec can continue the inning, Kostilnik, the catcher, would step in. As of right now, neither team really close to going back to the top of their orders. It'll be 10 through 12 coming up for Mentor in the 3rd. Just goes to show how deep the lineups are. The 2-0, take it for strike 1. Nemec coming in 6 foot 190. Exit velo just under 90 at its peak. The 2-1, Nemec takes it over towards short. Throw over to first is going to nearly skip in. It's picked in the end to end the inning. A nice catch by Moses. It looked like that ball was going to hop in. Played it perfectly, smothered the ball, and that'll take us to the 3rd inning after a 1-2-3 inning, keeping this one scoreless in Berea.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
To the 3rd we go, still scoreless, as you are watching All-Star Showcase Baseball on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Tournament Challenge. Day 1 of 3 of pool play in this tournament as this ball is taken over towards first and snagged. 1 up, 1 down. A nice snag by Harabik. Kolteka, a really good drive As I mentioned in the first inning, after the single from Fellows, if Mentor is going to have success, they're going to have to play the boundaries quite well, meaning if you get a couple of lucky balls to go down the lines, that'll be their recipe for success. And I feel like that was along the right lines of it as this ball, it's smashed into center, but directly to Walker. The swings are good. They're having the right idea and getting some really good swings. It's just nothing is falling right now the way they'd like it to. 2 up, 2 down now for Van Huss, the right fielder. In the bottom of the inning will be Kostelnik, Batley, and Wisniewski. 9 through 11 due up. And the first pitch is there for strike one. A quick inning so far for Tagister. I'm sure he won't mind that one when it's all said and done. The 0-1 sharp grounder over towards second. Throw to first is in time. It's about as quick as it gets for Ryan Tagister and Premier's defense. A 1-2-3 inning gets them back to the sticks. It'll be Kostelnik, Batley, and Wisniewski when we return, as you are watching All-Star Showcase Baseball on SmeeSports.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
After a quick top of the third inning, Kostelnik, Batley, and Wisniewski will step in 9 through 11 in the home half of the inning. A quick game so far right now. Your time is 11:25. We got things going at around 10:48 this morning. Moving through this one quickly, still scoreless as well, just to put it out there. In the 9-6-5 games that we have done, we are currently on a 2-game streak of going to the 8th inning. The last game that we saw end before the 8th ended in the 5th. And, of course, we had one end of the second due to the cancellation of John Carroll on Sunday. But it's been a very interesting couple of weeks. That run roll that we saw last Sunday was the first that we had in nearly 3 weeks. Even WRCL included, we really haven't seen the run rules put into effect. Just shows how good the competition is in Northeast Ohio, that these teams can continue battling. The 1-1, Kostelnik will take strike two. And now Graduate of Medina trying to get on here to begin the inning. Instead, pops this one up over towards short, and it will be caught for out number one. A nice catch by Pozguy in the sun. It's not easy. You do have the sunglasses, which do help. But anytime that sun is out, no matter what you have to aid you, it is going to be a difficult play staring directly up. So a nice job keeping his composure. And with one away, Batley will now step in. Wearing number 11, the now graduate of Walsh Jesuit, heading off to Mount Union. And we'll see if he does have the right jersey today. He is a fill-in player. He did wear Petrie's jersey last time. We'll see if that's the case again. As of right now, we do not have the angle as he is a lefty. But a 1-0 count on Batley. That Walsh team again really competed well in Division II. Just fell short at the end as he will swing and miss, and it is confirmed with that swing and a miss. He is indeed wearing Petrie's jersey. There are a few number 11s on this roster. You do have Petrie, you do have Batley now wearing his jersey, and as well Nathan Gorey. This time, lines it into right field and just over the first baseman. It's a 1-out base knock for Rylan Batley. Just snuck it over first base. Any lower, that would have been an excellent catch. Instead, with 1 on, 1 down, Ryan Wisniewski will step in. You talked about Nemec being clutch for Holy Name. This guy did it more consistently throughout the entire order. 321 average, 14 RBIs, 3 doubles, 2 triples, 13 stolen bases in 24 games. His improvement from his freshman year to his senior year was really telling, as he became, I would say, one of the star players of that Holy Name baseball team. Unfortunately, not playing at the next level, going off to Kentucky, which that's the right call for him. He is one of those guys that he definitely has the talent to do it. Wisniewski, though, fouls that one off. Of course, has to do what's best for him, but looking at him heading into this year, I wouldn't have been surprised to have seen him end up at like a BW, a Mount Union, an OAC school, even an NCAC school. The 0-1, Wisniewski will take. But he was truly a fun player to watch. When he was on, he was tough to shut down. XAV low of nearly 100. I would say minus a Nick Nemeth. That was the best on Holy Name's roster this past season. The 1-1 Wisniewski line drive into center field, drops it down. A perfect swing from Wisniewski. That'll put a pair on with 1 away for Cancilla. The line drive, his bread and butter, perfectly placed it again. And talking to him, he said he really hasn't played all too much this summer, hasn't had the best of seasons. But it seems like whenever we're here, he is always on. But I do give him credit. He said that college has been his focus during the summer, which is not easy, especially for a guy like him who's played baseball his entire life. You got to give him credit. His head's in the right place going forward from baseball. You go back to last season with 18U Relic. A lot of those guys just playing baseball for the last time. That's the beauty of 18U. And I'll continue to say it because that's where I ended in 18U ball. It was a fun time. An emotional time, but a fun time as this ball is just over the mound into no man's land. Throw to first is going to be late, and the bases are loaded on back-to-back-to-back base hits. Cancella just snuck it past Fellows on the mound. Nothing more he could have done. This is where Premier can change the game with Tome stepping in at the top of the order. After 12 batters, we finally go back to the top. And oh, by the way, for Mentor, they'll have 13 2 up to begin the fourth. It still does not feel real to have that be true. But what an opportunity this is for Tome as he'll take ball 1. Of course, there are so many capable hitters at the top of this order, but you have to think this team wants to see Antonio Escano in this situation. And he's coming up soon as Tome fouls it away. Currently in the hole as it is Brian Walker in the on-deck circle. Then after him, it's Ethan Gibson, so your best 1-2 power punch. You play your cards right this inning. This is going to be where you take the lead and really get all the insurance you'll need. Tome on the 1-1, fouls it back. As we've seen, whether it be with this Mentor Cardinal team or just in general, they are a gritty group. The whole organization is. They don't bend easily. And that's how they do it. 2 down. Fellows up to 2 strikeouts on the day. It was the 15U team that played Mash Factory Berkwin last year. Let's be real, that game should have been 10-0 in the 3rd inning, just based on how Berkwin was hitting. Mentor just allowed nothing. They're a program that just screams grittiness. Walker trying to change that here and give Premier a lead in the 3rd. First pitch, just high. Not a bad idea, bringing the off speed. Of course, after Walker, it does turn to Escano. And as I said moments ago, that's who Premier wants to see coming up. The 1-0, swing and a miss. And I will say, fan support-wise, A lot of Mentor Cardinal fans here today, and that'll help them potentially get out of this jam. And if they do, it would be quite impressive. The 1-1 fouled back. Just like that, Alex Fellows one strike away from getting out of this bases loaded jam. And it was a hard-earned bases loaded. Strong line drives to right, strong line drive to center, infield single hustled out. Premier earned these runners. Fellows that time will miss just off the plate. Again, 13, 1-2 to up for Mentor. Maybe we'll see the team bet 14 this summer. There's still time. The 2-2 off the plate, and it comes down to one pitch. 3-2 counts. Can Fellows get out of the inning, or will Premier take a 1-0 lead and bring up Antonio Escano? It's ball 4. Premier will strike first on the RBI walk, make it 1-0. Now it's time for Antonio Escano. This is well within his wheelhouse. This past season drove in plenty of runs, 25 to be exact for North Royalton. And this will be his home for the next 4 years. Unfortunately for me, it's not Mount Union. That'd have been one heck of a get. First pitch Escano will take for strike 1. But just like his brother, true athletes and really good ball players. And I'm sure he'll do even more when he does pitch in this tournament. And beyond that, he's on like 3 or 4 travel rosters helping out when he can. The 0-1 taken low. We saw him with Premier Santoro a few weeks back and as well helped out the North Royalton Bears. So at least 3 rosters he has played for this summer. He's the definition of if there is baseball somewhere, he'll be playing. The 1-1 wide, a nice stop behind the plates. Haven't talked about catching, which typically is a good thing. And I would say that is fair here. Markham has been solid behind the dish, but needs to keep it that way. And again, the sun disappearing for a little bit, hopefully for a while. The 2-1, Escano will take for ball 3, and after him it turns to Gibson. 1-0 Premier. Can they keep it going? The answer is yes. Ball 4 to Escano. Second free pass of the day for Antonio. That'll make it 2-0 Premier, and the bases will remain loaded. Now it's Ethan Gibson's turn. This past season for Hawken, as we mentioned earlier, a really strong campaign, batting .306 with 16 RBIs, 4 doubles, 2 home runs, and 10 stolen bases. Drove in 16. And I'm sure that's what he wants to replicate here. A part of that really good Hawken team, of course, the Twardocus is really helping out that group. But you have to talk about 21 as one of the big contributors, if not the biggest contributor on that Hawken school team. What can he do for Premier Gambitta? First pitch fouled on back. Bottom 3, 2 down. 2-0 Premier. Both runs coming in via the walk. But some extra run support would definitely be welcomed. The 0-1 taken for ball 1 as Markham keeps it close. And the on-deck circle after Gibson, it turns to Hurebik with already one good catch today. Trying to take that momentum and turn it into some offense as he flew out his first time up to right field. Count 1-1 infield way back, especially the middle for Mentor. Gibson takes again for strike 2. The aggressive team that we saw earlier has gone away for the foreseeable, or at least for the past couple of minutes, maybe the foreseeable future. Last couple of walks have really made them a lot more patient. The 1-2, Gibson will take strike 3, looking and the inning is over. That's the danger of getting too patient. Fellows gets out of the inning, his third strikeout. That'll keep it 2-0. Bases stranded loaded by Premier, but they do have a lead to show for it. Through 3, it is 2-0 Premier Gambitta in the opener of the All-Star Showcase.
Experiencing pain of any kind? call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Fisher Field in Berea. Top of the fourth inning, Premier up 2-0 as you are watching All-Star Showcase Baseball on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Tournament Challenge. Some news coming out of USA Baseball last night that the allowable bats, according to the NFHS, would be changed to include BB Core, along with drops 4 through 6. My thoughts? A 34-28 bat should not be illegal in high school baseball. I just absolutely hate the decision. I'm going to give the same spiel on both broadcasts. I've seen a lot of coaches come out and condemn it. You think a lot of these kids nowadays have good pop, you're just going to see that go through the roof. It'll be essentially the drop 3 becoming a donut, and then the drop 6 just slicing through the ball like butter as that one is swung on a missed. Going back to it, I just can't get behind it. I think it'll be an adjustment period. Some rules will have to be made to make sure it's safe. But overall, a drop 6 should not be allowed at the high school level. Of course, that is the extreme end of it. But it's going to become common if that is allowed. But we'll see as this one is fouled back by Schultz. 3 strikeouts now on the day for Tagister. Has made good work of this Mentor Cardinal offense, keeping them scoreless through 3 and now a thirds inning work. And just like that, is a strike away from getting his second out of the inning. And with it, his second strikeout, 4th of the day. As mentioned earlier, the longer he stays in, the better for this team's pitching depth. The 0-2 line drive into left field and caught. A nice grab for out number 2 by Tome. Came in on the run, could have easily overplayed it, did have to hop a little bit to get there. But in the end is able to come up with the ball. And that's what matters. As long as you make the play happen, you're doing something right. And now it turns to Fellows, who has the lone base hit, or rather the second, or just 1 of 2 base hits so far for the Mentor Cardinals. His, I would say, the more impressive of the 2. The one was a line drive, a nice swing, yes, but his hopped right over the bag at third, down the line. It's what you want to see in a very competitive at-bat. The 1-0 will miss high for ball 2. Closer look at Ryan Tagister. All things considered, a really good outing from the PO. His job, though, far from over as he gets strike 1. As for Premier's offense, it'll be Hrabic, Hinkle, and Bringman coming up 5 through 7 as this one is fouled back. Now sits at 2-2. Just about an hour in. Swing and a miss. Tagister gets his second strikeout of the inning, and the side is retired. 4 punch-outs on the day for Ryan Tagister, as he will get his second consecutive 1-2-3 inning. Off to the home half of the 4th we go. Still 2-0 Premier.
Experiencing pain of any kind? call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Logan Raybeck leads off the bottom of the fourth inning. 2-0 your score. Premier on top. As you are watching All-Star Showcase Baseball on SmeeSports live from Fisher Field in Berea. That beautiful home of the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets making it to their fourth College World Series, their third overall of the decade, joining 2022 and 2023. Fellows back to work as his first pitch will miss for ball one. The only runs on his watch today have been walked in. So no quote-unquote organic runs yet today for Premier. But they'll look to change that here. Raybeck takes this one up the middle, through to center field for a leadoff single. Believe it or not, it's only the second time today Premier has had their leadoff man reach. And the first time that it has happened on a base hit, the first time was a leadoff walk for Tome back in the first. Could this be the rally the group has been waiting for? Even last inning, there was a pop-out to begin the frame. Then you had the 3 base hits, then a strikeout, 2 walks, and then the strikeout to end it. They left something on the table, and they left plenty of damage and run support along with it. Easily obtainable in the end as this ball is thrown away. Raybeck will take second base with these. Could be thinking 3. He's going to take the turn, trying to get there. And there is absolutely no contest. He'll go corner to corner. That'll make things a lot easier here for Nick Hinkle. His job is just to put this ball into the outfield or at least somewhere where the runner can come around and score. It goes from a, simple situation of moving the runner along to a simple situation of bringing in a run, which is a lot more fun and a lot more memorable on the stat sheet. Fellows back to work as he'll miss low for ball one. Hinkle 5'9", 155. Exit velo of 86.4. Not at all a bad bat in the 6th spot. This time, jammed up, going towards the outfield. It's going to be caught at short. Pazgai able to track it down and catch it in the breadbasket for out number 1. An awkward play over that back shoulder, able to get there. And now Bringman will step in. He struck out his first time up. Still the same opportunity that Hinkle just had. The goal is to bring in Raybeck if possible. Up to, you need a little bit more to feel comfortable in this game, albeit Manor only does have 2 hits. Bringman, he's on it, but fouls it away this time. I would say a 5-run lead would be all but enough. I would say 3, though, is a good benchmark to get to first. I feel like from there you could definitely go and feel confidence. The 0-1 off the plate. After Bringman, it goes to Garrett Nemec, then Caden Kostilnik. And Kostilnik did lead off the last inning. So a chance to get all the way back to him. Bringman on the 1-1 will take strike two. That's one that Markham has to squeeze. If that's a drop third, that is a run coming in that you cannot afford to give up. Count 1-2. One down, bottom of the fourth inning, 2-0 Premier. Swing and a miss, 2 down. Strikeout number 4 today for Alex Fellows. Second time against Bringman. And now that runner at third in jeopardy of getting stranded all inning. Now it's Garrett Nemec stepping in. A ground out to short his first time up. As for Mentor, it'll be Moses, Pazgai, and Markham 3 through 5 coming up in the fifth. Nemec coming out swinging, fouls that one away. This Premier team has to keep the same aggression that got them the 2 runs. They set it up nicely, then became a little complacent in the batter's box. Couple of strikeouts that were easily avoidable. Now, they have to bring the fight to Mentor. A base hit does the job, and you'll feel a lot more comfortable up 3. The 0-1, Nemec takes strike 2. And now it's protection time for Garrett Nemec. As for Alex Fellows, what an opportunity this is to get out of the inning. Nemec, good drive into right center field. Playable for Schultz as he will make the grab to end the inning. Runner at third, none down, but no damage comes from it. It's another strong defensive inning for the Mentor Cardinals. To the fifth we go. Score remains 2-0.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Tagasser looks to remain strong on the mound, entering the top of the fifth inning. 2-0 your score, Premier on top. As you were watching All-Star Showcase Baseball on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Again, the sun making its way out here at Fisher Field. We'll see how long that lasts, and we'll see how the rest of the day goes. There is the potential for some storms later on today, but hopefully it'll be after we're all done here. As we're only here for the first 2 today, but a total of 4 matchups here at Fisher Field. The other one's beginning at 3:15 and 5:30. Our other game will begin, though, at 1 as Premier takes on the Ohio Wildcats. That'll be a fun matchup of Cleveland versus Summit/Portage. 2-1 misses low for ball 3. Not to spoil the roster, but a lot of Manchester and Akron Ellet's influence. 3-1 Moses, line drive into center field, but right to Walker. We've said it so many times, but it's just so accurate. It's not the swing that's the issue, it's just the placement. Every good swing goes directly to the defense. There's nothing more they can do. They're barreling up the baseball. They're getting a lot of good contact. They just need a few to go their way. With one away, Paz guy will step back in. So far today, 0 for 1 with a pop out to second base and Cancilla. As of right now, I think, considering this game has gone by relatively quickly, and with that in mind, not too many pitches for Tagister, he could be in line for a complete game as this one is skied right in front of us, and it's going to go out of play foul. Count now 0-2 as it'll go into the abyss. Again, we are on the third base side. The fence right next to us is locked. The gap is closed off with some high security. It's a couple chairs. It's a hitting device and a cord in the way. But still this side blocked off. The 0-2 lobbed high. That was always something that intrigued me at BW. There's always that big gap off towards his third base side. Why isn't it covered? They finally did. Another good drive up the middle, picked up at short by Hinkle. His throw to first is picked for out number 2. Hinkle got it there. Horeback able to pick it up out of the turf. With 2 away, Markham, the catcher, will step in. For Premier, I'm sure that magic number is kind of in their mind. Not too much, only up by 2, but that magic number is 7 to walk out of here with the win. Usually that becomes a constant when you're up by a few more runs than just 2. All it takes is one good inning to change this game, and both teams understand that. Markham swings and misses. 0-1 the count. In the bottom of the inning, Kostilnik, Batley, and Wisniewski lead it off. The last time that combination stepped in as the 1-2-3 in an inning, 2 runs scored for Premier. I'm sure they wouldn't mind doing that again. They really needed that run last inning. Runner at third, none down, couldn't bring him around. They'll have a chance for redemption in a few moments. And they'll get it now. He went. It is strike 3. It's a drop third, but the throw down to first from Kostilnik is in time. And we will see him when we return, leading it off for Premier. 5 strikeouts today for Ryan Tagister. A shutout still intact. 2-0 your score, middle of 5. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Caden Kostilnik leads off for Premier in the home half of the 5th inning. 2-0 your score. Both runs coming in via walks back in the 3rd. But as Premier Gambitta looking for yet another win to improve to 18-7 on the year. 9 through 11 due up here. Kostilnik, Batley, and Wisniewski. As I mentioned before, the last time they were 1-2-3 today was the only other time which brought in a pair of runs in the third. We'll see if Lightning strikes twice for this Premier offense as Kostelnik fouls off the 0-1. 0 for 1 today with a pop out to short. But a chance in what will probably be his last at bat of the game, considering Premier is batting 12 to come in and make amends. The 0-2 skips in. Once again, up next after this, it is going to be the Ohio Wildcats taking on Premier at around 1 o'clock. So just over an hour until that game is slated to get underway. The 1-2 from Fellows, ground ball, played over towards short, it's Paz guy. Throw to first, it's going to be low, but picked again for out number 1 by Cam Moses. Both first basemen, to their credit, have made a couple of really nice picks today. The only one that got away led to nothing last inning, and that was a throwback, not just a simple put-out attempt. 1 for 1 today, Batley stepping in to make it 2 for 2. A nice line drive into right field, got him on to first, his first time up. This time begins by fouling it off. Third foul ball of the inning so far from Premier. And this is only the second at-bat, and we haven't seen too many pitches. Just goes to show that they're locked in. They know what Fellows is bringing. The 0-1 could hold. Especially in a game where you haven't driven in a natural RBI, being patient and taking advantage of any good pitches you get is going to be vital. The 1-1, another good hold. Premier has gotten better at it as this game is going on, as you would expect. You understand the pitcher a lot better. You know what he brings. You know the strike zone. All things considered, you have more information to do better, as again Batley plays this ball into right field. And he is 2 for 2 on the day. This time a little weaker on the contact, but still gets the job done. Again, you have more information available. You know how this pitcher runs. You know what to expect. That makes hitting that much easier. So now Wisniewski will step in 1 for 1 on the day with a base hit to center his first time up. He'll try to do it again here. That time, swings and misses. Of course, there is still a level of unpredictability as Fellows brings in the off-speed to begin this at-bat, which was the right call. This time brings the heat and misses high. I don't think we saw that against Batley, so I do like that he brought it out against Wisniewski. I think Wiz was sitting fastball, swung expecting it, got the off-speed. Swing and a miss there, now 1-2. So a good answer from Fellows, but still not done. The 1-2 will miss high. After Wizard goes to Cancilla, then top with Tome. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down on the right fielder. Bottom of 5, 2-0 Premier. Wisniewski plays this ball over towards second. It's going to hop in. Throw to second is in time. It'll be a fielder's choice for out number 2. That was a ball that no matter which way you play, you felt you could have done more on. You go and overcommit trying to catch it, then you don't get it out anywhere. That time just lets it hop in. You get the lead runner taken care of, which is what matters here, and you get an out as well. A job well done at second base. And that throwback is not going to matter. Cancilla getting the work, fouls that one away. In the 6th for Mentor, it is going to be King, Rajic, and Skupnowitz. 6 through 8 coming up, trying to take care of this 2-run deficit. And time now called by the second baseman. 1 for 1 today with a base hit. His was an infield single. Looking to go 2 for 2, potentially taking this one out of the infield. As again, he'll swing and miss. As the bells chime behind us, it is officially noon. 2-strike count on Cancilla. Wisniewski is going to go, pitch is high, and no contest at seconds. Fellows looking to match Tagister's 5 strikeouts through 5. Currently sits at 4. But a single could bring in Wisniewski from seconds. And again, time call by Cancilla. The graduate of Strongsville High School heading off to Adrian next season. One of the top Division III baseball teams in the country. Consistently a top 25 team. The 1-2, Cancilla drives it into right field, but directly to the right fielder. The side easily retired. The only threat comes from a 1-out single. Wisniewski stood in scoring position, but again, Premier could not do any damage. To the 6th we go. Score remains 2-0 Premier.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Fisher Field, top of the 6th inning, 2-0 Premier. As you are watching All-Star Showcase Baseball on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Tournament Challenge. Cam King, Luka Rajic, and Jonah Skupnowitz do up this inning, 6 through 8 for the Mentor Cardinals, down by 2 with 6 total outs to play with. Ryan Tagister remains on the mound for Premier. His first pitch of the inning wide for ball 1. At this rate, I do expect him to finish the game. Could you bring somebody on to close? Yes. Do I expect it? Not really, unless it becomes a necessity. I wouldn't be surprised if Fellows as well finishes out the game on the mound, as right now it looks like he will only have to pitch 6 innings. The 2-0 low for ball 3. Now, if this continues, you are going to have to make that change. And I wouldn't be surprised if a walk here warrants a talking to for Tagister. But able to respond. Now 3-1 the counts. King wearing number 2, the rising junior out of Mentor. And he'll take ball 4. They lead off walk for the EH. Now an opportunity for Rajic to step in. A single his first time up. Had a nice catch earlier on today at third. Overall, a solid day for him offensively and defensively. But still down by 2. Rajic fouls this one away. Make sure you stick with us after our final commercial break after this game is over, as we will announce our player of the game presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. And then again after game number 2, as that'll be presented by CrossFit Strongsville. Tagister's 0-1 is high. There is plenty of depth here for Premier that if they wanted to make a pitching change, they do have the guys and, of course, the resources with it to warm them up. Even more so, I do think Tagister is going to see this one out as this ball is placed into right field and down. Wisniewski will throw to second. It's going to be late. So Rajic now 2 for 2 on the day. Just like that, 2 on, none down. Mentor starting to look dangerous as Skupnowitz will step in. I'm sure if the bases load, Coach Gambitta will have a word with Tagister. Things looking dangerous and a little on edge in the 6th. A strikeout will definitely help him settle back in as he blows that one right by. After Skubnowitz, it'll turn to Fellows, then Kleteka. The 0-1 ground ball over towards third and foul. Going back to what I said earlier, playing the boundaries. You get that ball to skip right down the line, you're in business. That's how you beat a strong defense, by playing it where there is no possible play. Runners are going to go. Throw to third. It's going to be wide. Throw to second. It's also going to be dropped. So wide and dropped on the throws. A bold move for Mentor, sending the runners. In the end, it works out. Both are safe. Tying run now in scoring position. This defense has to be careful. Tagister's 0-2. Or rather, 1-1. That was good. Wait. Okay, that was the quietest strikeout of all time. One down. I had 0-2. Again, nobody reacted like it was a strikeout. That's number 6 for Tagister. I mean, not even a punch out. That's weird. Typically, you see something. But Tagister will take it as that pitch will sail wide for ball 1. It's Anthony Fellows, the left fielder, stepping in for the second time. Over 1 today with a strikeout looking. The 1-0, it's there. Oh! Count 1-1 again. I mean, he missed the punch out. Just said 0-2. Not good. I was about to say, when he said 2, I was very confused because that first one was well wide. Has it right. The 1-1. That one's strike 2. Okay. But I think Mentor was about to begin a little uproar, and that was not rectified. Tagister a strike away from getting his second out of the inning, and he gets it there. 2 down. And with it, I do appreciate the punch out from the umpire. It is more convincing to know it's strike 3 when you see the punch out motion. Back-to-back strikeouts for Tagister, up to 7 on the day. Kleteka trying to drive in some runs. He lined out his first time up. There he'll take ball 1. 4 Premier at the top of their order, due up in the home half of the inning. Tome, Walker, and Escano, 1 through 3. The 1-0, a good swing, but fouled off. Once more, contact is not the issue. Placement is today for the Mentor Cardinals. But they have battled quite well and are 1 hit away from tying this game up. The 1-1, ground ball up the middle, over towards second. Throw to first. It is in time, and the inning is over. What a rally from Premier's defense to get out of the jam. It'll stay 2-0 as we head to the home half of the inning. Top of the order coming up for Premier.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Mentor has decided to go to their bullpen in the home half of the 6th inning. Jonas Skubnowitz is going to come on here to take on the top of the order. Still 2-0, a good opportunity for Mentor. But Tagister able to close it out. 2 strikeouts and a forced ground out to Cancilla at second. So far, the only runs today have been scored on walks, and we'll see if that is the parting line when it's all said and done. Good defensive battle, a lot of contact from both teams, but directly to the defense pretty much every single time. That has been the main issue. The 0-1 Tome will take it high. So far today, a walk and a strikeout. After the summer, he is off to Bowling Green not to play baseball. The 1-1 chop swing right back to Skubnowitz on the mound, and it's an easy flick to first. 1 up, 1 down. For the Cardinals, they want to make quick work of Premier to give themselves the best possible opportunity entering the top of the 7th. As well, some unfortunate news weather-wise. There has now been a severe thunderstorm put on for 5:30 today. Let's hope it doesn't shift anymore, and let's hope it shifts backwards. But there's strike 1 to Walker. Again, we're doing the first 2 games today. Part of it was the potential for weather later today. Of course, the heat is not going to help either. But it appears right now that's the right call. And as well to explain, this equipment, it does okay in the heat, not great. This is about as hot as it can get for us to be outside without a press box. So, again, that's why we're here today. The 0-2 swing and a miss. Got him on 3 pitches. Nice strikeout for Skubnowitz. 2 up, 2 down as Antonio Escano will step back in. Always a chance he does pitch game number 2. We'll see who does. An outside chance that it's Nathan Gorey. Again, more of an emergency pitcher for Holy Name, but has proven to be a good option. Escano, good fly ball, deep to right field, still going back, but it will be tracked down just in front of the wall to end the inning. A 1-2-3 frame for Premier's offense. Skubnowitz comes on and nails it down for the Cards. Last chance saloon for Mentor when we return. It'll be the bottom 3 coming up 11, 12, and 13 of their order in the top of the 7th inning.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Ryan Tagister looks for the complete game shutout here in the top of the 7th inning. 3 outs for Mentor to play with, down by 2. As you are watching All-Star Showcase Baseball on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Game 1 of 2 for us today at Baldwin-Wallace. Up next, it is the Ohio Wildcats behind us, getting ready to take on Premier Ohio Gambitta. Should be a fun matchup scheduled for 1 o'clock, but based on how things are going, expect a start time closer to 12:50. Opposed to 1. And again, if that weather is going to be on as scheduled, I think today is going to be one of those days where you see the weather now scheduled for 5:45. Both teams are going to have to put a little pep in their step. But of course, we want to see a convincing conclusion to this one first, as it has been a great game. First pitch fouled back, 0-1 the count. If you can save the rest of your pitching, that would be so big for Premier going forward. Tagister's 0-1 will miss low. Then from there, it just becomes matchup. Who do you want pitching where? I think you'll save Escano if possible for Sunday. From there, who knows what you do. I wouldn't be surprised to see Russell Macetta pitch on Saturday against the RBI Guardians. And then from there, you have 2 other games to account for. Who do you want throwing? The 1-2, sharp grounder over towards first and through into right field. It's a leadoff base knock for Seifert. 4th hit of the game for Mentor. Now that'll bring up the tying run in Van Huss. Mentor needs to be strong here. They need to make quick work offensively. No room for error. Same with Tagister. I'm sure his leash is not necessarily the longest right now. Has pitched well, yes. But in such a tight game, which yet again, the big narrative is the only runs have been scored on walks. You don't really have too much room to make mistakes. I'm sure Premier, if this is how it ends, they are not going to be satisfied one bit. They need some runs more naturally, and they'll have to do that in game number 2 today. But a win will be a win. 1-1, nice stop behind the plate from Kostolnik. Count 2-1 on the right fielder. It'll turn to DePretis in the on-deck circle. Good drive over towards first. It's caught. 2 down. Hooray back with a solo double play. Mentor down to their final outs. We'll roll that one back for good measure. What a play at first. If that ball gets down the line, you would have 2 in scoring position. Instead, it's a 1 unassisted double play. Strong hit 2. Really nice swing. And in the meantime, there's strike 1 from Tagister, and I'm sure he is very happy with his first baseman. And just like that, Mentor down to their final strike. Tagister looking to slam the door shut here. And it's a drop third. I think they're going to say he tipped it anyway. So we'll have at least one more pitch. Once again, stick with us for our player of the game announcement after our final commercial break. Count remains 0-2. Tagister again to close it. Yes! He gets the complete game shutout. A 4-hitter for Ryan Tagister. 2-0 your final. 8 strikeouts today for number 17. The PO has provided the spark Premier needed, and they will improve to 1-0, 18-7 on the year. It's a big win, a big step in the right direction as they look to make a deep tournament run here in Northeast Ohio. 2-0 your final. When we return, we will announce our player of the game presented by the Healthy Issue Chiropractic Center as you are watching All-Star Showcase Baseball on SmeeSports.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
2-0 your final in game number 1. Premier Ohio takes down the Mentor Cardinals. Your player of the game presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center will be Ryan Tagister. 8 strikeouts today, a complete game, 4-hit shutouts. Had some pressure, had some runners on to deal with, dealt with it really well. And in the end is a big reason why Premier got this win again. The big thing for Premier in game number 2, can they score without the walks? Both runs were walked in the 3rd inning. That's the only difference today. That's the only reason why they won this game. And they'll have to make some changes heading into game number 2. Start time moved up to 12:45, so it's time to hop on over to game link number 2 as you are watching All-Star Showcase Baseball on SmeeSports.